Anybody give everybody a big round of applause? Alright, now we will start the second session where we have the prepared speech speakers. Alright? Put this on. Now, for the prepared speeches, your time is 5 to 7 minutes. At the 5th minute, you see the green card. At the 6th minute, the amber card. At the 7th minute, the pink card. 30 seconds, you hear the bell. Now, for those who are using PowerPoint, please use this clicker to turn the pages. And there's a point. All right, don't go there and just, I want to see this, then you can see me. If this is on the beat, and please stand clear of the screen. Do not block in any way. Anything else? You're not sure? Then you ask me, I will teach you again, all right? Okay. Let's welcome the first speaker for this evening. He's a man of languages. Wow. He speaks 69 languages. Wow. And dialects. Wow. Especially Vietnamese. Wow. Because his girlfriend is Vietnamese. I don't know, but I'm just guessing, all right? Let's welcome the AI Storm, yeah? Mark Stanley.
Do you want me to review you, Mark? Do you want me to review you?
No, yeah, sorry, I'm sorry, I missed out. Before you start, you have 1 minute to introduce yourself first, about 30 seconds. Then you speak about the topic. Why are you speaking on this topic? The research done, or why are you qualified to speak on this topic? So that will be about 1 minute. After that, you signal the timer. You will start the timing. Okay, 1 minute for every speaker. Introduce yourself. 1 minute.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Stanley Mac. I've been running a digital marketing company for more than 15 years. Why I'm qualified for this? I feel that I'm very passionate about technologies. And this is something that I feel which is really making a lot of difference to our lives. Why I feel tonight, I would like to talk about this topic, the AI storm. This is something which is really close to my heart. And I believe that this is the trend that will take the whole world by storm. Let's start. Who has ever used ChatGPT? Okay, about half of us. Who has used it today? Okay, 3, 4. Who is using it every day? Only 1. Now you can see that the penetration of ChatGPT is still limited. But this is a major trend breaker. Who knows the difference between GPT-4 and GPT 3.5?
0.5?
No, 3.5. A lot of you may not even know what are the differences. But let me share with you what I found out. ChatGPT-4, which is trained on 100 trillion parameters versus 175 billion parameters. Now you can see the difference. One is 100 trillion, the other one is 175 billion. So you can imagine the data set on which GPT-4 was trained on is so much bigger than the previous version. As a result, GPT-4 is faster, bigger, and more accurate than GPT 3.5. This is something that you should know if you are really into this. But I know a lot of people don't really want to know about it. But the more you know about it, the more you realize that this is a major turning point. The other thing, it is multimodal. That means you can input text as well as images into GPT-4. GPT 3.5 you can't. But the point is that how can we use GPT-4? Do you know?
No.
No idea, huh? Because you have to pay. You have to pay. You have to subscribe to GPT Plus, which is based on GPT-4, okay? And it's $20 per month. It's a lot of money, to be honest. But on the other hand, there are 7 ways for us to use it free of charge. If you are interested, let me know later on. We exchange telephone numbers, then we'll be able to share with you exactly how to do it. And all these are not from me, it's from the internet. I have used many of them free of charge. This is the beginning of a new development. Maybe for all of you, you have been hearing about AI for a long period of time. AI, I call it 1.0. It's for major tech companies like Google, Facebook, Amazon. They've been using AI to run their operation for years. But we have never had a chance to play with it, to interact with all these AI systems. But now it is, in my opinion, it's called AI 2.0, which is started by ChatGPT, which is using what we call natural language parameters. So you can interact with them. You can use it every single day. First time ever. In my history, I don't know others. Those programmers will know better. In 6 months, it has changed the whole world. 6 months. It was launched in November, end of November last year, but now it has reached 170 million users by the end of April. But by now, it could be 200 million. So this is getting so popular. And I really believe that this is the beginning of a new trend. It is like the smartphone trend that was started by Apple in 2007. That was 16 years ago when iPhone started. It was the first smartphone. But do you still use any of the old analog phones? Do you? Nobody. So for 16 years, the whole world has changed. And this is going to be like that. And AI will become the base of all applications. When I tell you more about this, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So for example, if I'm interested in making a hotel booking, and for example, a hotel room for 2 in Bangkok, Riverside area for 3 days between July 7 to 10 this year, until the budget is $450. Then you have to go to, let's say, one of the hotel booking websites to click, and put in all the information. Then you'll get a list of hotels. But going forward, it won't be like this. You just tell your mobile phone, this is what you want. Bang! You don't have to click anything. It will come up. So this is going to change. So what should we do with all these AI programs? It is important for us to know. A lot of people are getting very frightened. What's happening? And how many AI programs have you ever used? Maybe Winston, how many have you used?
Well, easily 20 or more.
20, okay, very good. Maybe Charles, have you ever used any other AI programs?
I just use OpenAI, which to me
OpenAI,
is one.
okay.
I don't know any others.
We have studied about 100 AI systems, and there are another 100 that we are going to test. But more than that, there are another 700 AI programs that are on the list to be tested. You can imagine every single day there are thousands of AI programs being developed, launched. So this is a megatrend that I believe it has already taken the whole world by storm. And we must reposition ourselves, even our company, as a sort of AI growth marketing agency. How do we handle this? First of all, very importantly, we embrace AI. embrace AI software as fast as possible. Everybody has to use it on one hand and use all the AI programs that will meet our needs. There's so many of them. We only use the ones that are good and very useful to us. On top of that, keep ourselves updated all along the way. Don't stop. This trend will never stop, in my opinion. And then be aware of the limitations. All AI programs have limitations. In order to do some work, we have to use a number of software to make it work, but it's much faster, okay? And also know the potential risks of using AI, because they can behave like human beings. So if you really want to know more about it, you need help in this area, take out your mobile phone. Take out your mobile phone. Switch on your mobile phone. Switch on your camera. Okay? Do that. Take a picture of this. Then you'll be able to get in touch with me and I'll help you. With that, thank you.
The help you're going to give them, is it for free or you charge?
Always for Agora is free.
Okay, for Agora is free.
Yay!
Agora is free. Alright. Let's give him a round of applause. For those who are new, in Agora, we do not assign project evaluators, but it's open to the house. Anybody who wants to come out and give some comments, good, bad, ugly, whatever, please come and share. 1 minute. Anybody? Besides, you want his phone number? Anybody? You. Okay, come. Right.
So what I liked and I love about his presentation, it was very clear, very sharp to the point, very easy to understand. He made it very comfortable for us to want to know more. And I think that was a superb presentation. With the PowerPoint, well done and well executed.
Thank you.
The only thing, if, I mean, this is different style, but to get the more interest, maybe we can give it a hook in the beginning, like, I can't think anything right now, but like probably something to capture your audience at the beginning. That's the only thing. Awesome.
Okay. If you like the speech very much,
Yes.
tonight bring home to see your mother, okay? Right, our next speaker needs no introduction. You need?
Not everybody knows who I am.
Okay, this is Charles Barton. He's a doctor for diabetes, cures diabetes, right?
Yeah.
And this is, his topic tonight is tripping.
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 That's right. Let's welcome Charles. Let's welcome Charles.
No, that's it. Just,
See if we're going to turn off that one.
okay.
Great, so tripping. This is before we start, I'm just going to introduce myself. So, I'm going to give you some guidance that will, for maybe 4 people in this room, it's going to change your life. Who would like to have their life improved? Okay, great. Might be you, who knows? So why should you believe this 70-year-old telling you about tripping? Well, my topic, tripping.
You speak.
Welcome, come and join us. Are you coming through to join the... We'll start after they've sat down. Welcome, nice to see you.
You brought your girlfriend.
Right, okay, so just to share before I start, why should you listen to me? How come I'm good for helping you with this tripping? Tripping, okay? Not tripping where you smoke marijuana. This is tripping over. Well, because I'm 70 years old, and at 6 o'clock this morning, I carried the cat litter. I have 2 cats. I carried it to the chute, passeris, put it down the chute, and then I went to the lift. I'm on the 5th floor, and I pressed the button, the lift arrived, I went down to the ground floor, and then I ran up 5 flights of stairs. And I got back to the lift and I pressed the button again and I did 5 repetitions, running up the stairs 5 times. By then I was sweating, I built up my muscle strength to stop me tripping, and then I went and had my shower. So every day I do this exercise. And this is how, by building your muscle strength, you can avoid tripping up too much. So now we will begin. Thank you very much. So, here are some ideas for all of you about how to avoid having accidents. So check your house, or your friend who's elderly or weak. Check they've got slippery rugs. If they have rugs around, they may slip on the rug and they'll hurt themselves. Then, when you stand up from your bed, anyone here who ever goes to sleep at night, when you get up, you sit on the side of your bed, and some people, they rush straight away. But I suggest you stand up, you swing your arms 20 times while your body gets used to being upright, and then go somewhere. Don't rush the moment you get up, because you may be dizzy and faint and collapse, okay? So these are lots of hints on how to avoid tripping up. And these mistakes that are made are very common. My father, retired from the Royal Navy, built a house on my uncle's farm in Northern Ireland, and he realized that on the side of a mountain, the big tree above the house had a big branch that was a problem, so he leant a ladder against it. He climbed up the ladder and he sawed through the branch, and he got all the way through, and the ladder and the branch came down together. So he hurt himself. And later in life, he back in his 70s, he tripped over an electrical cable on the floor, landed on his knee. The surgeon had to remove his kneecap. He never had a kneecap again after that. So mistakes can be made. Don't make those kind of mistakes. So if you have animals in your house, like our cats, and you walk in the darkness, don't trip over them, because you may hurt yourself. Ladders, don't be proud. I've been climbing ladders since I was a young person. I'll just climb up one more time. Don't risk yourself with ladders, and hold on to ladders for anyone else. So lots of practical suggestions. So when you're walking upstairs, hover your hand over the rail. Like this morning, every stretch I put my hands out like this, I look idiotic, but no one's there to see me. And I have one hand hovering over the rail, so I can't, if I trip on the steps, I'll catch the rail. So, don't rush. You can have 1 second, save 1 second of time by rushing, and you may have 12 weeks in plaster. Which would you prefer? 1 second save time or 12 weeks in plaster? So don't break your bones unnecessarily. Exercise. As I said earlier, if you exercise, you build your strength. You probably all know that every year you lose 2% muscle strength or something unless you're exercising. And choose the shoes that give you grip. If your shoes are slippery, that will be dangerous. They're just common sense things, but I'm just reminding you, hoping that someone will take one of these ideas and use it. And then walk like a stupidly slow snail. SSS, I thought that was nice. Stupidly slow snail. When you're walking on tiles, ceramic tiles, after rain. Outside FairPrice, I didn't do that. Flip-flops on my feet. I was very embarrassed but unhurt. So that's the smart thing to do, is to take your time when you're on wet surfaces. There was one occasion where I was using a skate scooter. I was zooming to the car park to get my car. And I came round this corner and there was a big lift landing and I zoomed at full speed. What I didn't know is the cleaner had just mopped the whole floor. So my skate scooter went from underneath me. I slid all the way across the lift floor and totally unhurt and got up at the other end. So I was very lucky. So would you like to join me? We can do that next week. Okay, I've just pressed a button and lost everything. Let's try again. Right, I can't read this at all. So people, that's exciting. As people age, their their muscles get weaker, so please think about that. It takes longer to get better as well as an old person. So 684,000 fatal falls every year. That's second after car accidents. Car accidents first, careless falls. Because you didn't get the house safe, you can kill yourself. So preventable falls, inspect where someone lives. And that is almost all I wanted to say. Get walking daily, stop the muscle wastage through being overly sedentary. Thank you very much. So, now I need your most valuable takeaway. Anyone like to put up their hand and tell me one idea they heard here that they're going to think about? Yes?
Take it slow.
Take it slow, baby, slow. Meditate every day. Thank you very much. Anyone else got something they...
Exercise.
Exercise very good.
Exercise for building strength. That's right. Great. Yes?
I will save 1 second to avoid being in a cluster for 12 weeks.
Well done.
I have a friend who's my daughter's friend rides horses, and she made a mistake and she was in plaster for 12 weeks. It's a long time. Yes?
I will share with others, especially the older people,
Share with others.
because I had my father, because of a small mistake, he fall down, his hip broken.
And the hips are particularly...
It was a huge damage. He was just walking over in the road. Suddenly, you know the step right.
Yes.
He was around 68. So suddenly he fall down. Immediately fall down. But after he didn't wake up again. Almost 5 years. Was there almost 5 years after that he had a loss of other things. He didn't wake up after that. Really a challenging for us.
So look after yourself, and I like the phrase I learned last week, which is aging into health. Aging into health. Thank you very much indeed.